Standing in the eastern Ochoco Mountains, Steins Pillar rises 350 feet above the forest, a towering sentinel watching over Mill Creek Valley. Formed more than 40 million years ago, this giant was created from volcanic tuff, hardened ash and rock from ancient eruptions. Over the course of millions of years, wind, rain, and ice carved away the softer surrounding stone, leaving this massive pillar standing as a natural monument. Named after Major Enoch Steen, an explorer in the 1860s, though the name was later misspelled, Stein, and has remained that way ever since. Whether you call it Steens or Steins Pillar, it remains a landmark, visible for miles, a guidepost for generations of settlers who made this valley their home. Among those settlers were my ancestors, Enoch and Almeda Demaris. Their journey west began in the 1860s, traveling by wagon train across the plains to Walla Walla, Washington first, where their son John Henry Demaris was born in 1864. Eventually they continued south and east. In 1876, the Demaris family arrived in Crook County and staked their future along Mill Creek. Here they built their first home, began ranching, and became part of the earliest wave of settlers in the area. As he came of age, John Demaris made the family's presence official by filing for 160 acres under the Homestead Act. John and his wife Cynthia Jane O'Kelly raised their growing family right under Steins Pillar. Many of their children were born in that homestead house, surrounded by timber and the rushing waters of Mill Creek. In the 1890s, John became deeply involved in the lumber business, buying into the Compton Mill and forming a partnership with local sawmill man William Henry Birdsong. Together, they supplied lumber for homes, barns, and fences that supported the region's growing ranching community. William Henry Birdsong's story began in Greenville, Texas, where he was born in 1858. He married Emma Farthing in 1878. By 1883, the Birdsongs left Texas for California, where they ran a ranch until 1888. They moved to Prineville, settling first on Johnson Creek. William soon became active in sawmilling, and his partnership with John Demaris, and later his connection to Alex Ammons, Birdsong's son-in-law, was vital to the development of early Central Oregon timber operations. The Birdsong-Demaris Mill on Mill Creek became a cornerstone of the valley's economy, fueling settlement and growth. In 1908, John traded the Mill Creek property and mill to Arthur J. Decker and moved his family to McKay Creek. He and his sons built a new sawmill. It was at McKay Creek where John spent his final years, passing away in 1917. But even after moving away, the Mill Creek homestead remained central to the Demaris legacy. John was buried in Mill Creek Cemetery, near the land where he first made his claim and raised his children. Mill Creek has grown quiet. Through it all, the watchful pillar remains. This is more than just a landmark. It is a monument to the pioneers who once called this place home.